What's going on, YouTube? So, got another video today. This one's going to be on our JK, and it's regarding this product right here. It's actually a Jeep cab cover for the Wrangler JKU, the 2008 to mid-year 2018. Cab cover is different than a normal car cover because all it does is it covers just the cab of the Jeep, leaves the hood exposed. And the thought behind this is if you got your freedom panels off or anything like that, and you're parking it somewhere, you're at work, you can actually just take this cab cover, throw it over the top of the Jeep real quick, and your Jeep is covered all day long. If it rains or anything like that, your internals are protected. This kind of a continuation video, because the last video we did is we installed the Stinger radio on this, and that radio is not weather rated. There's no IP6 IP rating for weather protection on that one. So my concern was if we had the top off and it rained, the radio might get damaged. And I think Suparee has a great solution for my problem, if you want to call it. So let's try to get this installed here today, see how long it takes, see what the fitment's like. So I'll put a link in the description below to the Suparee website and to this product specifically. I believe that should be the product number. It does come in a couple different colors. I believe it's a black, a white, and I think they have a gray as well. I went ahead and went with black today, just because the theme of the Jeep is black and red. The other thing is the website shows an excellent fitment on the Jeep, but they didn't have a roof rack system. I'm definitely going to have to take the shovel off because that's probably not going to clear, but curious about the fitment with rails here. It may not go all the way down, but we will take a look at that when we encounter that part. So we're just going to throw it on with the roof panel here, the Freedom tops on. This is designed to go all the way to the back with the rear cover still on there. We'll take a look at it, and I'm pretty sure it'll still work. If you have the hard top taken off, it's just going to be a little loose in the back. But let's try and get this installed here and see what it looks like. So I just wanted to open the bag and show you guys what was inside here. Those of you guys that saw my video from a couple years ago regarding the third LED brake light that goes inside the wheel of the Jeep Wranglers, that was actually made by Suparee as well. It's been a couple of years now. The LED brake light is still working great. I know there's a lot of concerns about buying products and stuff like that from China, but so far everything that I've gotten from Suparee has been good material. Inside the package, when it shows up, you got a bag here to stow the car cover. And my initial impressions on this, the material, it feels like a durable tent material. So it's a little bit thicker than what you would get in the way of like just a ground tent, camping tent that you'd buy from like Walmart. If you bought something like a little bit more durable, it's a pretty hardy material here. I'll get this unfolded here real quick and we'll just take a quick look at it. Alrighty, starting to get it open here. We got some reflective strips that face outward, so when the Jeep is covered, and if you have it parked on the side of the road and it's nighttime, you have a little bit of safety. These are elastic straps with the hooks that go underneath the Jeep, and they are adjustable, so you can actually set the tension. I'm liking the adjustable factor of these because of the roof racks that are up there. It's going to give me a little bit of wiggle room. The hooks are your standard plastic hooks. There's nothing fancy or anything to write home about. They're just plastic. They're not reinforced or anything like that. So, you know, like any plastic material, if you step on that, that's probably going to break. But we'll get this spread out over the top of the Jeep and see how the fitment is. So it's my first time installing it, so I just laid it out over the hood. You'll find pockets for the side mirrors on both sides, and that's going to be how you're going to identify what's the front and the rear of this cover. So all I did was just unfold it, and it just happened to be sitting on the hood the correct way when I opened it up, so lucky me. But what you're going to do is look for those mirror pockets so you can identify where the front of the cover is. And I'm going to get you set up on the other Jeep here in an angle to where you guys can see this going on. Alright, so I got it set up on the hood. In theory, I should just be able to pull it right over the top and then set the hooks and we're all ready to go. But we'll see how long this takes here. So let's get to it. These little hooks actually do pretty well. They're grabbing on everything when I'm trying to pull it up. So we're starting to see a little bit of the clearance problems. I still have my high lift jack sitting on top of the Jeep over here. I don't think I'm going to be able to zip down the corner with the high lift jack on there. It does have these zippers, so once you get it installed, you can unzip it and still have access to your Jeep. Nice little Velcro tabs to Velcro all these reflective strips down. Set those hooks to set the tension. Let's see what this looks like with that high lift jack on there still. I mean, this is sitting kind of high, but again, setting the tension of my hooks here. This really isn't taking that long at all. So setting the length of my hooks, going down and hooking it under the rock rails or body panel or whatever it is that you have down there. Each Jeep is kind of their own animal. We do drive the Legos of the car world here. I'm going to go and get the other side cinched down. Set the tension on your hooks. Just underneath. And then one of the other things you can do to help keep this cover on is you take your wiper blades and you just pull the front of the cover down over the windshield and put the wiper blades on top. Alrighty, so again, my roof rack up here with my high lift jack. This is of no fault of Suparee at all. This is not a manufacturing issue or anything with the cover. It's just my Jeep is unique in the way of having the Rhino Rack roof rack. Okay, so let's come up here and kind of take a look at the fit. Up here on the windshield, it's nice. Everything is snug. It's got this great elastic to pull it snug across the front of the windshield. Pockets for your mirrors. And then down here, these hooks, I just went down and I hooked them underneath the backside of my rock rail underneath there. So pretty much any spot that you can fit those hooks is going to work. I do like the added touch of the reflective material just for safety. The access to the Jeep. You can undo this Velcro, unzip this. If I had two hands, you can unzip this and still have access to open the door. Let's see if I can set you guys up here to take a look at that. I mean, it's a zipper opening. It should be fairly simple. Shouldn't have any issues, but for the sake of testing, you can open it up. Undo your elastic hooks. And then you can still have access to reach into your Jeep and get whatever it is that you need on the inside. Once you're done with that, you can go ahead and zip this back up. Reset your hook. Your cover's back on there. And again, I got the roof rack, which adds about 4 or 5 inches, which then is pulling this back end up a little bit. So again, this is not a Suparee issue, this is my Jeep issue. But even so, with that, the straps are adjustable and I was able to set the length to go on there. You have zipper access, which I'm not able to zip my back corner here because my high lift jack and I'm too lazy to take that off right now. But It still does have Velcro strips, so you can close that. There are zippers on both sides back here, so you can still open the tailgate, open that rear window hatch, and access the rear of the Jeep as well. Across the back as well, just like the front, they have this great elastic material to keep things cinched down. But were it not for my roof rack in the back, this would fit very snug and lined up. You can already see the front here is already pulled down to the bottom, and then you can see it taper up to the back as it reaches my roof racks on the back there. So I think this is a great solution if you want a daily drive with your Freedom Tops off and you don't want to have to tote the Freedom Tops around, because all of us that have JKUs know that if you put those Freedom Tops in the back, you end up losing a lot of cargo space. So this doesn't take up very much. It takes up maybe a 1.5 by 1 foot square footprint, and it's probably about 8 inches thick when it's completely folded up. So you can just tuck that in the back cargo area and carry this around with you everywhere. Let's take a little closer look at the stitches here. The stitches look all right. I don't think these seams are completely waterproof, but nothing's absolutely perfect. So there's your stitching there on that portion. On the edges, they do have it folded over and stitched. It is reflective and silver on the inside. I don't think black's going to be the best option in the way of trying to keep heat out of it, because black absorbs heat, but that's where they end up with the silver and the lighter color options for this cover as well. But again, the the workmanship and everything on this is nice. I like the thickness of the material. It doesn't feel like it's going to tear easily. Again, if you imagine like a good quality tent material, that's probably about what it is. So overall, I'm actually really impressed with this. I'm happy with the purchase. I'm happy with the product. The roof rack thing is nice when I need it, and it's not that nice when I don't need it. Because if this roof rack wasn't back here, this fit would be absolutely amazing. It'd look great. I really feel that the photos that you would see on their website when you're purchasing this cover is exactly what you're going to get. There's nothing misleading about this at all in the way of the fitment. But the reason why I do these videos is because we look at things in the real world. So this is a real world application for what maybe somebody that has an overlanding rig or something like that might have. But in general, if you don't have any big things protruding out and stuff off the roof of your car, this is actually going to work really well. I look forward to using this. I'm probably going to bring it camping with me, because usually when we go camping and stuff like that, we leave the top on just to keep the dirt and the bugs and all that sort of stuff out. I think this is going to be an excellent solution for that. You know, this one specifically, this Jeep is my wife's Jeep. Mine is the Gladiator over there. But you know, whenever she goes to work, during the work week, we have to check the forecast and everything for the weather for the entire week. And this last month here in Colorado has been absolutely insane in the way of rain. We've gotten rain every day. We've gotten a lot of flooding and everything like that. So she hasn't been able to enjoy having the Freedom Tops removed on her Jeep. We're going to go ahead and we'll give it a shot here. We'll take the Freedom Tops off, and she will bring this to work. If there's any issues or anything like that, I will definitely update the description and pin a comment below. But I don't see this being an issue whatsoever in the way of serving the purpose that it was built for. Suparee also does sell other Jeep covers that not only cover this portion, but they will cover the full entire Jeep. So if you're looking for something that's more of a full coverage, UV protection, everything like that for your Jeep, if you're storing outdoor for longer term, this would be an option, or they have that option as well. Again, I've had their LED third brake light in the rear tire of this Jeep for 2 years now. All the LEDs are working great. I was really skeptical when I made that purchase initially, because, you know, again, you're buying stuff off of Amazon and just from whatever company, who knows what their build quality is. That has been absolutely great. I foresee a long amount of service, you know, in service time through the ownership of this Jeep with this cover as well. Install, super simple, doesn't require any sort of tools. Everything is just pull it on, set your straps, throw the hooks on there, and you are all set for the install of the Suparee Jeep car cover. Now that it's all installed and we tested the fit and everything like that, it didn't come in this bag in the package. This bag came with it. So why don't we get this taken off, folded up, and see if it actually fits in this bag. You guys probably saw earlier in the video, it was silver. I just turned it to the black side out. So let's get this off and see if it actually fits in this little bag that they gave us. I'm just going to pull it over to the hood here and then do all the folding up from here. I know a lot of you car guys are like, oh my god, the paint, oh my god, the paint. Trust me, I've owned a race car. If you guys check my earlier videos, you guys have seen it. I get it. The paint, scratches, stuff like that. But hey, it's a Jeep. Who cares? I was going to fold it, but let's try the roll method. Because in reality, we're not going to be folding this like we're folding bed sheets and towels and stuff. We're just going to ball it up, shove it in a bag, and get going, right? It's looking very promising. A little bit of thumb pressing, just to get it all in the bag. Grab your little drawstring, pull it closed. There you go. Easier than folding up a tent. There's plenty of room in this bag. I didn't feel like I was struggling to. I didn't feel like I was struggling to make it fit. But there you go. Nice and small, easy to throw in the back of the Jeep, and take it on the go. Okay, so I think that's going to do it for this video here. I've been wanting to get a cover for the Jeep for a long time and came across these with Suparee. I will again link their website down below. You can check them out on Instagram for other products and stuff like that. I got a lot of my stuff. I got the third brake LED for the rear tire. Got that one from Amazon. You can order directly from their website. It has a full list of their product line. Customer service has been excellent when I was reaching out to them, checking for delivery. Delivery did take about 2 weeks for it to show up when I ordered directly from the website. But customer service is excellent. They are very responsive. Understandably, they do respond at night because nighttime for us here in the States is going to be daytime for them over on the other side of the world. But I wouldn't be really concerned about anything that you're getting from them. This car cover is exactly as described. So if you're looking at getting a cover for your Jeep or any other vehicle that they might make for covers that they make for your vehicle, I wouldn't hesitate to go ahead and pick this up. It is exactly as it is advertised. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe. I got a pile of metal cloak and some Quadratech armor and everything sitting over there, so I got to get those installed on the Gladiator. I will get those videos of those put together. But as always, stop by every now and then, check out what we got, and I do appreciate you guys. Have a good one.